Hi everyone, it's your link Millionaire. So here, Rasikimo from Dream Harvey Realty Limited. Hope you're fine and staying safe. Okay, so today I will be talking about how to buy a property for a price lower than the actual price. Okay, so if you want to buy a property, your major considerations would be high return on investment, attractive capital growth, ease of payment, among other things. Okay, and so as a realtor, my major assignment is to help you maximize profit, okay, in terms of real estate. And so if I want to suggest one of the best ways you can maximize your real estate investment, it would be off-plan purchase option. Okay, how to buy a property less than the price, the actual value, that's the actual market price. That will be off-plan purchase option. Okay, so we'll start off by looking at what an off-plan purchase option, because a number of people when they tell me, okay, they want to buy a house, and I say, okay, what's your budget? And I see that the budget is a little bit low, I usually tell them, okay, why not opt for an off-plan purchase option? And they're like, what's off-plan? What's that about? Though they might know what it is, but when you say off-plan, okay? So off-plan purchase option is a situation whereby the property in question is still under construction, or it's about to start. Okay, it's about to take off, or the construction has started. In other words, the property is not completed, the house is not ready. That's off plan. Okay, it's usually not ready, so you just buy into the project either at the early stage when it's about to start, or when construction has started. And so we're looking at a number of benefits of buying off-plan property, the benefits that comes with buying off-plan property, how you can buy it below the market price. Okay, so when you buy off-plan property, the prices are considerably lower than average. Yes, that's one of the best things when you buy off-plan property. The prices is usually below the market price. Okay, I'll give you an instance. One of our terraces was sold inside Ikota Lekki is one of the choice areas in Lekki, Ikota. And so we sold it for 41 million naira. That's in terms of off-plan. And to get a terrace in Ikota, in fact, you can't see any terrace less than 50 million. The going price for terrace in Ikota is between 50 to 55 million. 4-bedroom terrace, okay, 50 to 55 million. And so you'll be buying the property below the market price, just as we've seen in our pension terraces. It was sold for 41 million naira, while the going price for terrace is 50 to 55 million. Okay, another benefit of buying off plan is lock-in price. Okay, lock in the going price. So if you're buying off plan, you pay in your initial commitment, initial deposit, you have locked in the price. So for instance, the property value begins to increase, because most times when an off-plan project starts, there's an introductory price, and so as the project progresses, you know, infrastructures, the buildings are coming up, you know, so it will begin to attract a lot of people, so demand will begin to rise, and so the price begins to go up. So when you buy off plan for the going price, you would have locked in the price. So if the price goes up even times 10, you will not be required to pay more. Like we saw in the case of a pension terrace, we started selling at 41 million, and so we have just one unit left, and it's selling for 55 million naira because the project is already completed. So for somebody who bought at 41 million naira, he will not be required to pay, say, okay, now the price is now 55 million, come and pay extra. No, because when you buy off plan, you lock in the going price at that time, and if the price goes up, you'll be the biggest gainer. You have started earning some money. Okay, Another beautiful thing about off-plan purchase is the factor of time. The factor of time, okay? Unlike when you're buying a fully finished property where you'll be required to pay a one-time lump sum, okay? You have to pay the money. Developers are not smiling. They want to reinvest their money. So when they have finished the property, you pay everything once. They don't want to hear story. So but when you're buying off-plan, you have that flexibility in terms of making your payment. So you can spread the payment, say 12, 18, even up to 24 months. It depends on the developer anyways. So there's this flexibility. You're not under pressure, because you know it is not easy to bring out a lump sum to buy a house. For instance, you bring out 55 million naira at once. So okay, I want to buy a house. Yes, it's possible for you to. A lot of people, yes, we sell houses for people 300 million and the rest of it, but you know, people are different. Okay, and so for a smart investor, it is not so wise, especially if you're buying the property for investment, for you to just pack a lump sum and just put somewhere. When you buy offline, you can even buy several and be paying. So at the time the project is ready, you'll be the biggest gainer, like we saw in that example of 41 million to 55 million within a year. Okay, and so you have that flexibility. You are not under pressure to, you know, to pay. You pick a plan that is more, that will be convenient for you, that you will not be under pressure. So that's one of the benefits of buying off-plan property. You have that factor of time, convenience, easy for you to pay. Okay, another beautiful thing about buying off-plan is small deposits. Small deposit. Okay, the initial deposit is usually reasonable. It's usually reasonable. It helps you to make that bold step, you know, to take that action to buy into the project. The initial deposit is reasonable, and it is not so, you know, so high, so you can easily put it together and choose a plan that will be convenient for you. I'll give you an example of sometime in December 2019, December 2019, one of our partners, Landway, they came up with a 1 million deposit, okay, for all house types. So a lot of people were able to key into apartments, terraces, semi-detached houses because of that initial deposit, okay? And a lot of them are finished paying now. Some are taking delivery of their units, especially those who bought in Prime 1, okay? So when you buy into off-plan property, you pay, the deposit is usually very reasonable. So it helps you take that first step, you know, especially for first-time home buyers who are like, how can I pay this? How can I buy this house? Okay, recently my client was allocated unit and she was like, Messi, so I'm a house owner. How did I pull this through? So when buying off-plan, you know, it helps you take that first step, that's action. You know, there's this saying that the first step is the most important one. Okay, small deposits, and this is one of the benefits of buying into off-plan. The deposit is usually very reasonable. Okay, and so another beautiful benefit of buying off-plan is first pick. First pick. Okay, so when a property is sold off-plan and you buy into it, you can decide to pick that, okay, I want my, okay, I think I'll pick this one. I want my apartment to be here and all that. But if you come by the time the project is ready, it is what is left, that's what you would generally buy, okay? And most times, the best are usually picked first. So you have that benefit of picking first when you buy into off-plan. Okay, another benefit is you can make your inputs during the building process. Okay, like a client of mine who bought 2 units of a 3-bedroom terrace in Urban Prime 2. So he said he wants the 2 units to be connected so that you can go in from here and all that. And so I discussed that with the company, and we went to the site with some of the engineers, and they looked at it. Okay, so where can we fix this door, connecting door, so that the 2 terraces can be connected together and they were able to, figure it out. Okay, and so if you're buying a fully finished house and you want something like that, you have to, it will involve a lot of breaking, and it will cost more money. So you can make your inputs during the building process. Your realtor will give you updates on the progress of the project, and so if you want anything, you can just let the company know that, oh, I would like this to be here, I would like this to be here, and all that. So you can make your input during the building process. So another beautiful benefit of buying off plan is location. There are some areas that you like to buy property, but because of the amount what is selling for, you might not be able to afford it. Okay, if the house is fully ready, you might not be able to buy it. Like recently I was at an event and I met a developer, a famous developer, and she was telling me about some developments that they are building in Banana Island apartments, and she told me that it's only 4 units that is left. And I was like, so they bought almost everything. And so people, you can take advantage of buying properties in choice location when you buy off plan. Okay, for instance, if you want to buy a property in Ikoyi, the prices for apartments in Ikoyi ranges from within 180 to 200 million naira. And so breaking out that lump sum, it's not as if some people don't have, some people have this money, but as smart investors, they prefer to pay in installment because they can put the other money in other investment and gain more money, make the money work for them. Okay, and so you can get properties in choice location when you buy off-plan property. Okay, you might not have the money like 200 million in a bunch to go and buy an apartment in Ikoyi, but when it's selling off-plan, the off-plan price is like 130, so about 70 million naira difference. Okay, so off-plan, it helps you get good location, get your property in choice location. Okay, and so another benefit of off-plan is the fact that you enjoy massive capital appreciation. Massive capital appreciation by the time the project is fully completed. Okay, I'll give you an instance of a 2-bedroom terrace in Urban Prime Lavadia houses in Abraham Desire. As of January 2020, our 2-bedroom terrace was selling for 28 million naira. Okay, and so the current price is 53 million naira now if you want to buy into the 2-bedroom terrace in Urban Prime 3 phase 2. And so for a client who opted for the 18-month plan, this is about the 16th month now, he has saved about 25 million naira. That's last year January. Okay, just within 16 months. He has saved about 25 million naira. That's about 48% capital appreciation. So you enjoy massive capital appreciation when you buy into off-plan properties. In fact, you hardly get any investment that will give you so much capital appreciation, capital growth within this short period of time. See, 28 million to 53 million naira, that's about 48% capital appreciation. So when you buy into off-plan property, you enjoy massive capital growth, capital appreciation. Okay, another benefit of buying into off-plan property is the fact that it has high resellable value. It's very likely by the time the project is completed, you can sell. Okay, let's say for instance now you bought into the 2-bedroom terrace and you want to sell now. You won't even be selling for 53 million naira because 53 million naira is the off-plan price. And so even if you buy into the off-plan and you're paying outright is within, if you pay outright for instance, you still have to give the company 6 months to deliver your units to you. And so if you want to sell now, either in Urban Prime 1 or 2, people will rush it. and you can sell higher than even what the off-plan price is selling for, because it is ready. Okay, so you can resell for investors who want to quickly cash in and reinvest in other off-plan properties. You can quickly sell once the project, once you've taken delivery of your unit, you can sell and look for other off-plan opportunities and put the money there. You can also decide to put tenants there and be collecting rental income. After some time, you sell it and reinvest the money, or you use it for short lets. Short lets is making way now in Lekki. In fact, if you put your property in shortlets.com listing, you just be cashing in. Okay, so there's so many benefits when you buy off-plan property, and at the end of the day, you'll be buying the property below the market price. Isn't that awesome? And so we have partnered with a lot of developers. We have maintained strong relationship. We know our developers, they keep their word, they deliver on schedule, they do not compromise quality. And so we have a number of off-plan properties that we have in fantastic location. We have in Ikoyi, we have in Ikate, we have in Obroma Desire, and we have in Abijo. So contact us today to buy into one of these, take advantage of these off-plan options that are available. You could see from the start to finish that buying off-plan is one of the best ways you can maximize your real estate investment. In fact, today I was speaking with one of my clients, and he bought into off-plan property, and he was telling me that I have some money and I don't want to put everything inside. I still have time now to be paid. There's this other opportunity, investment opportunity that I sent to him, and he said I think I should put some of that money there. And so by the time I will need the money would have been increased. So buying off plan is one of the best ways you can maximize your real estate investment. You make it really big. You could see from the examples that I gave during this talk, you see how much a lot of people who have bought into off-plan are making. And so it is time for you to begin to maximize your real estate investment by keying into off-plan options. Okay, so please like this video, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, GM Harvey Realty Limited and Mercy Gimo. Also follow us on all our social media platforms, GM Harvey Realty Limited.com, and check our website www.gmharveyrealtylimited. Okay, so I remain your Lady Billionaire Realtor. Please keep staying safe and hoping to hear from you soon. Bye.